People from all across the solar system are subscribing to stay informed and support the cause.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. What about you? Subscribe to Burn Enough and join the fun today. Stay informed, stay prepared. Subscribing guarantees entertainment. Would you like to know more? As the year barrels toward its close, while we enjoy the holiday season, let's take a look at November's releases. Gallantry in Action by John Spearman. A newly promoted captain takes command of a captured enemy cruiser and must forge an unwanted crew into a fighting force deep behind enemy lines. Fire Team Nomad by Will Crudge. A hardened operator leads a patchwork fire team into a brutal planetary conflict where dismantling an enemy missile network becomes a desperate fight for survival. Rise of Corvos by Ehsan and Shakil Ahmad. A rebellion erupts into all-out war as occupied miners strike back, forcing both insurgents and ruling elites to confront betrayal, shifting loyalties, and the steep cost of freedom. The Last Emperor by J.N. Chaney. A Nova Slinger squad investigates a mysterious crash on a dangerous frontier world, uncovering secrets that threaten to rewrite the history of an entire war. Birds of Prey by J.N. Chaney and Terry Maggart. A starship crew faces political warfare at home and ancient threats in deep space as new attack craft set off a chain of conflicts stretching from Earth to the far frontier. The Dark Age by Jeff Chaney, Terry Maggart, and Aaron Bunce. A galactic collapse forces a former idealist to confront the corruption that destroyed his organization and decide whether to break the system or bow to it. Shadows of Our Ancestors by Mark Stallings. A bioengineered warrior uplifted from humanity's prehistoric past must lead symbiote armored soldiers through clashing empires and devastating battles to keep his people alive. Alien Ambassador by Mark Walton. A battle-forged commander in alien-modified armor must hold the line at Alpha Centauri against overwhelming forces while proving humanity deserves its place among the stars. Sergeant Thor the Slayer by Jason Anspach and Nick Cole. A veteran operator and his crew infiltrate a deadly forbidden city where every misstep could turn a bold heist into their final mission. Other notable November releases were Dragon King by M.R. Forbes. A resistance leader rallies shattered forces for a final uprising against a galaxy-spanning tyrant in this explosive series finale. Checkfire by Daniel Gibbs. A resistance commander on an occupied world must coordinate with incoming Marines to break enemy control before reinforcements walk into a massacre. Fires of Freedom by DJ Holmes. A secessionist fleet strikes at a far stronger enemy's supply lines, while covert agents uncover secrets that could collapse an empire from within. The Shattered Star by Skylar Ostrom. A young recruit in a centuries-old galactic regime must choose between loyalty and conscience as he confronts genocide hidden behind a facade of peace. Fleet of the Forgotten by Dan Thornton. A marginalized Academy cadet seizes an unfinished warship during an invasion and leads a small band of survivors into a desperate fight for humanity's future. Fight for the Galaxy by Brian Gillies. Across scorched colonies and political battlegrounds, scattered defenders mount last stand resistance as an overwhelming alien force threatens total extinction. Alien Salvager by Scott Moon. A salvager helps two stubborn siblings unravel an ancient mystery, linking humans and aliens while racing through dangerous ruins and hostile forces. Imperial Storm by Alex Tambashia. A tank commander leads his elite armored team into a desert war zone to control rare FTL resources. Hard Drop by Brian Keed. A special operations Marine faces an impossible choice between saving humanity or his family. Operation Eclipse by Reese Landon. A Commodore battles to retake his captured warship after a devastating ambush turns it into a weapon against innocent worlds. Reprimand by Noah Plaza. A young cadet fighting in a brutal Earth-Martian war is captured, imprisoned, and forced to choose between rebellion or death beneath the red sands. These were the November releases in a nutshell. Moving on to anniversaries. Enemy of My Enemy by Ben Olander and David Drake marked its 30th year. And right behind it, 3 books celebrated their 10-year anniversary. By the way, Fallen by Amy Murphy was a finalist for Best Military Sci-Fi at the very first Dragon Awards back in 2016. November also brought a fresh wave of military sci-fi big-name author interviews. Besides promoting their newest releases, each of them shared insights into their latest books, writing process, and what's coming next for their ongoing series. In November, we saw 8 military sci-fi book reviews hit BookTube. Jim Chapman, our most prolific military sci-fi reader and reviewer, kept the pace with 7 reviews in November. In a recent panel on military sci-fi, the Blasters and Blades podcast talked about how to write better commanders in fiction. And sticking with podcasts, the Military Science Fiction podcast crew had some insightful episodes this month, covering urban warfare and the very timely topic of writing through adversity. The indie publishing world just wrapped up its premier event, Author Nation, the world's largest conference for independent authors. It was a week-long hub for authors to connect, learn from experts, and get the tools to thrive in today's creative marketplace. The most watched HFY video in November told the story of a humble human janitor aboard a diplomatic ship who became an unlikely hero. And there we have it. That's November all wrapped up. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Burn bright and burn enough.